After numerous trips to China, I decided I'd like to try to get a Chinese driver's license. I'm mostly interested in driving in the countryside, not the city. You can take buses or trains to the countryside in China, of course, but if you have a car or motorbike, you're much more free to stop when you want and do what you want. And I don't particularly fancy sitting on a bus or a train with people shouting in their mobile telephones. Something I really don't like about these tourist buses is after they've been to a tourist site on the return, they sort of Shanghai you, and you're ushered into shops to buy jade or silk or whatever. And on one occasion I had to, they stopped at a hotel and you were pretty much forced to listen to a 45-minute lecture about some face cream or something they're going to sell you. So I searched the internet and found this site. Looks very professional. They can get me a license in less than a month. Well, they can even get me a license if I don't have a Chinese visa or my Norwegian driver's license is expired. Interesting. No medical test, so epilepsy or tunnel vision isn't a problem. $6 months or a year. Save you time, money, and a lot of headaches. Well, I like to be safe at all times. I sure don't like headaches. Yeah, I want to avoid the troubles. 10 to 20 working days. No hassle. Cool. I hate hassle. Very, very hard work. Actually, instead of hard work, I prefer hardly working. I can work hard if necessary, and I can work even maybe very hard for a short time. But very, very hard work, I try to avoid that at all costs. And I don't like anything that takes a long, long time. I'm 64 and I could be dead after a long time. So I don't really like things that take quite a long, long time. They'll hand it for me. Yeah, I don't like complicated. And I don't like to waste time. And I certainly don't like troubles. So this looks good. Deposit. I wonder how much that is. Yeah, it looks like a professional company. Equal opportunity employer also. Well, they do other things too. Notary public, business consulting, investigation, lawyers, real estate service. Maybe it's like that timeshare stuff they had down in Spain. Let's see how much this deposit is. 2,000 RMB in advance. The rest of the money will be collected after the license is ready. 2,000 RMB, that's 235.14 euro or $320. That's rather expensive. Maybe the rest of the money is only 766. I'll get my native Chinese friend to give him a call. She rang them, and a woman answered. My friend explained that she has a Norwegian friend that wants to get a Chinese driver's license and whatever, and after about 10 seconds, they hung up on her. She rang again immediately, and they immediately hung up on her. Rang the next day, same thing happened. A few days later, they finally answered my Chinese friend and told her rather sternly that this is exclusively a service for foreigners, and they don't deal with they only deal with the foreigner, and I would have to send them a copy of my passport and visa, whatever. That's because any Chinese person with a brain in their head is going to understand that this is a scam. So I sent them an email and got the following reply. License fees 600 RMB, including government fees and our service fees. We have 1-2 groups for each 1-2 weeks or 2 weeks. I don't quite understand that, and if you're only 60 years old, you need to pay 1,000 RMB in extra by the officer rules, whatever that means. It means it's 7,800. That's what it means, which is 917 euro or $1,248. In addition, I would have to go from Beijing to Haikou on an island off the south coast of mainland China, about 2,400 kilometers from Beijing, and to have my picture taken. Yeah. So I guess I have no choice but to work very, very hard and wait a long, long time. I'll just have to endure the hassles and the headaches. So on Monday, the 21st of April, I did my medical exam, which cost me a grand total of 10 RMB, which is 1.17 euro and $1.59. Yeah, that's $1.60. Next step was the Beijing Motor Vehicle Administration. We arrived there about 10 minutes before closing time on the 21st. I had to pay 50 RMB, which is 587 euro or $7.99, which is $8, to sign up for the exam on the following Wednesday. So far this has cost me 60 RMB, which is 7.05 euro or $9.59. That's almost $10. I had to drop Peking roast duck for dinner and settle for donkey meat and sunflower seeds. Now the exam is really difficult because it's mostly based on very difficult things like, brace yourself, logic, common sense, and consideration. Here's some example questions. When running on the expressway, the motorized vehicle may drive or stop in the emergency lane in non-emergency cases, right or wrong? When encountering one red light at a railroad crossing, and they call it a level crossing, you should go through as fast as possible, right or wrong? How to enter traffic in this intersection? Honk and directly into the intersection? Quickly cut in front of the vehicles in the intersection? Cars cannot stop in this position, right or wrong? This is the kind of stuff that can keep you awake at night. But seriously, you do need to study for it because there are special rules and regulations. You have to know something about Chinese law and the penalty point system they have, so you need to study a bit. The test questions are available on the internet. Here are some examples. There is one item in the Chinese traffic law which is not based on logic or common sense. You cannot drive a motorcycle if you're over the age of 60, not even a moped. Ridiculous. It's not people over 60 on motorcycles that are a traffic hazard, it's people under 30 on motorcycles that are a traffic hazard. This law maybe has something to do with the lower life expectancy in China, but decrepit old people and people on their deathbed are rarely interested in driving around on a motorcycle. I hope China changes this law and doesn't use a long, long time to change it. I will be sending a copy of this video and the mail I got from these scoundrels to the proper Chinese authorities.